Welcome back to the show. Today, we have something really special for you. Welcome to a journey through the hidden gems of Iran, a land where history and paradise intertwine in breathtaking ways. Our first stop is the heart of Isfahan, a place so magnificent it was once called half of the world. Notice the celestial patterns here. Every tile tells a story of divine beauty and architectural perfection that has survived for centuries. The symmetry here isn't just for show, it represents the balance and harmony that Persian culture strives to achieve in every creation. Imagine the kings who stood right here, watching polo matches and feeling the pulse of an empire that shaped the course of history. This is the Pink Mosque, where the morning sun transforms a place of worship into a living, breathing rainbow of glass and color. When the light hits these windows, the floor becomes a canvas of light, making it feel more like a dream than a physical building. Behold the ruins of Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of the Achaemenid Empire, a site that still radiates power after 2,500 years. Delegations from all over the known world once walked this path, bringing gifts and tribute to the great kings of old. These carvings aren't just art, they are a historical record of a multicultural society that flourished long before the modern era. The word paradise actually comes from the old Persian word for a walled garden, and looking around, it's easy to see why. Water is life in the desert, and the Persian garden is the ultimate expression of man's ability to create an oasis in the heat. This palace is a masterpiece of the Qajar era, blending traditional Persian crafts with Western architectural influences. The craftsmanship here is dizzying, designed to overwhelm the senses and showcase the absolute splendor of the Persian monarchy. In the heart of the desert, ancient engineers invented these towers to catch the breeze and cool their homes naturally. Yazd is one of the oldest living cities on Earth, where the spirit of Zoroastrianism still lingers in the quiet courtyards and fire temples. This sacred site tells the story of an ancient faith's deep respect for the elements, where the cycle of life and death was handled with solemnity. Tehran isn't just about the past. This modern bridge connects two green parks, symbolizing the vibrant, forward-looking energy of the youth. Even in a bustling metropolis of millions, Iranians find space for nature and connection, blending the urban landscape with the beauty of the outdoors. Here lies the founder of the first Persian Empire, a man respected for his vision of human rights and religious freedom. Unlike the grand tombs of other emperors, Cyrus chose a modest design, reminding us that true greatness often speaks in whispers rather than shouts. This is a marvel of ancient engineering, a complex system of dams and tunnels that has provided water for thousands of years. UNESCO calls it a masterpiece of creative genius, showcasing how ancient civilizations mastered the flow of the Karun River to sustain life. To truly feel the pulse of Iran, you must enter the bazaar, a sensory explosion of colors, smells, and ancient traditions. Each knot in these rugs represents months, sometimes years of labor, weaving the identity of a village into a piece of art. This mosque has no minarets or courtyard because it was built for the royal ladies, a private sanctuary of unparalleled elegance. The way the light dances on these cream-colored tiles is a secret architectural trick that only reveals itself to those who look up. This stunning structure serves as a gateway to the city and a center for communal gatherings during religious festivals. The symmetry and the play of light at night make it look like a crown resting on the edge of the desert, a symbol of local pride and resilience. But our journey into the paradises of Iran is just beginning. There is so much more to uncover in this land of hidden wonders. Before we venture further, one must taste the hospitality that makes this desert land feel like a true paradise. Saffron is the red gold of Iran, a spice that colors not just the food, but the very soul of Persian culture. Look at the height of these turquoise towers, reaching up like prayers into the deep blue desert sky. The mathematical precision here is staggering, a perfect blend of faith and science from the 14th century. This 33-meter chimney is an ancient air conditioning system, turning the scorching heat into a cool, refreshing breeze. The way the light filters through these colors creates a kaleidoscope on the floor, making the air itself feel vibrant. This isn't a movie set. People have lived inside these volcanic rocks for over 700 years, carved by hand into the mountainside. Inside, it's naturally warm in winter and cool in summer, a perfect example of living in complete harmony with the earth. Most people imagine Iran as only desert, but the north is a lush green paradise of dense forests and humid sea air. The air here is thick with the scent of fresh tea leaves, a stark and beautiful contrast to the golden sands of the south. This is the oldest extant garden in Iran, designed to represent the four elements of Zoroastrianism: sky, earth, water, and plants. The sound of water here is a constant melody, designed to soothe the mind and escape the chaos of the outside world. Some of these trees are over 500 years old, silent witnesses to the rise and fall of dynasties that walked these very paths. This is the Bride of Houses, a masterpiece of 19th century residential architecture built for a wealthy carpet merchant. Every inch of this home was crafted to show elegance, from the stained glass to the hidden courtyards meant for private family life. From up here, the roof looks like an alien landscape, but each glass bubble is designed to light the magnificent baths below. These weren't just places to wash, they were social hubs where people discussed politics, poetry, and the news of the day. Argebam is the largest adobe structure in the world, a desert citadel that looks like a giant sandcastle frozen in time. Even after a devastating earthquake, the spirit of this 2,000-year-old city remains unbroken, a testament to the resilience of the Silk Road. These are the kalutes, city-like structures carved by the wind over millions of years in one of the hottest places on Earth. Standing here feels like being on another planet, where the silence is as vast as the horizon itself. Iran is a tapestry of faiths. This stunning cathedral blends Christian iconography with Persian architectural style in a unique embrace. The golden interiors and detailed paintings tell the story of the Armenian community that has been a vital part of Isfahan for centuries. This isn't just a bridge, it's a dam and a public meeting place where the echoes of locals singing under the arches create a magical atmosphere. The architecture is designed to slow down the water and create cool spaces for people to gather and enjoy the evening air. This UNESCO site was a spiritual retreat, housing a world-class collection of blue and white porcelain from the Ming Dynasty. The spiritual energy here is palpable, reflecting the origins of the Safavid dynasty, which unified Iran and promoted its artistic rebirth. Nature is the greatest artist. These rainbow mountains look like they were painted by a giant brush dipped in minerals. Every turn in this landscape reveals a new shade, reminding us that Iran's natural beauty is as diverse as its history. We have traveled from desert citadels to rainbow mountains, but the heart of Iran still has many secrets left to share. This was once the largest saltwater lake in the Middle East, a shimmering turquoise mirror that turns blood red in the summer heat. The high salinity creates these alien-like salt structures, a fragile ecosystem that the world is now fighting to preserve as a natural wonder. Locals believe a star once fell here and carved these shapes. It's easy to believe in magic when standing in such a surreal landscape. Millions of years of erosion by wind and rain have created a labyrinth that feels like a natural cathedral under the open sky. This canyon is a masterpiece of water erosion, where every curve tells a story of the Earth's ancient movements. In this arid island, every drop of rain is sacred, and these ancient wells have sustained life here for countless generations. This is a miracle of biology. Trees that live in salt water, creating a green sanctuary for migratory birds in the middle of the Persian Gulf. It's a peaceful, hidden world where the rhythm of the tides dictates the pace of life for both nature and the local fishermen. The earth here is literally glowing with color. The high iron content turns the shore into a sea of red, meeting the blue waves. It's not just red, they're yellow, purple, and orange, making the entire island feel like an artist's palette spilled across the land. We are walking over the remains of an ancient city that was once a global center for science, poetry, and the turquoise trade. The turquoise from these mines is the finest in the world, a stone that has decorated the domes of mosques from Samarkand to Istanbul. This structure honors a man who was both a genius mathematician and a legendary poet, perfectly blending logic with the soul. His words about living in the moment and appreciating beauty still resonate today, much like the timeless architecture surrounding us. In this foggy mountain village, the architecture is so unique that the yard of one house is the roof of another. No cars are allowed here. The air is filled only with the sound of waterfalls and the smell of fresh bread baking in clay ovens. Hidden deep in the green forests of Gilan, this brick and stone fortress was an impenetrable shield against invaders. Standing here, you can feel the strength of the warriors who guarded these mountains, surrounded by nothing but the songs of the forest. This is the Rosetta Stone of the Persian Empire, where King Darius the Great recorded his victories in 3 ancient languages. It's one of the most important historical documents in existence, proving the power and literacy of an empire that spanned continents. These Sassanid carvings celebrate the glory of kings and the beauty of royal hunts, carved directly into the heart of the mountain. The level of detail is so high you can see the patterns in the fabric, a testament to the skill of Persian sculptors 1700 years ago. This Sky of Skies fortress has dominated the skyline for centuries, surviving countless wars and changing empires. Even during long sieges, the defenders had access to fresh water and secret tunnels, making this one of the most strategic points in the Zagros Mountains. Carved into the granite of Mount Alban, these tablets were meant to be read by travelers on the ancient royal road. Even thousands of years ago, the Persians knew how to combine monumental history with the refreshing beauty of nature. This was the capital of the Medes, a city that ancient historians described as having 7 circular walls of different colors. The clay of this region has been shaped into art for millennia, keeping a tradition alive that connects the modern world to the dawn of civilization. These peaks are the roof of Iran, home to Mount Damavand, the highest volcano in Asia and a sacred symbol in Persian mythology. From the depths of the salt lakes to the heights of the volcanic peaks, Iran continues to redefine what paradise looks like. Nature is the ultimate artist here, where the hills look like they've been painted with giant brushes of red, green, and yellow. These mineral deposits have created a landscape so surreal it feels like walking through a contemporary art gallery under the open sky. This is the Black Church, one of the oldest Christian sites in the world, standing as a symbol of religious diversity in the heart of Iran. The Armenian architecture here is a masterpiece of survival, having been rebuilt many times to preserve its sacred heritage through the centuries. The sound of rushing water in these rugged mountains is a reminder of the hidden oases that make the Iranian highlands a true paradise. This is the Red Village, where time has stood still for over 2,000 years, and the houses are built from the very earth they stand on. The people here still speak a dialect of Middle Persian, preserving a linguistic bridge to the ancient Sassanid Empire. As the sun hits these red walls, the entire village glows with a warmth that reflects the enduring spirit of its inhabitants. This is the second longest defensive wall in the world, a massive feat of engineering built to protect the northern borders of the Persian Empire. Millions of bricks were fired in local kilns to build this barrier, showing the incredible logistical power of the ancient world. This is Iran's oldest national park, a green sanctuary where Caspian tigers once roamed and Persian leopards still find a home. The biodiversity here is staggering, ranging from rocky cliffs to thick woodlands that feel worlds away from the central deserts. This is one of the largest brick domes in the world, a precursor to the Taj Mahal and a pinnacle of Mongol-era architecture. The double shell construction was a revolutionary idea, allowing this giant structure to stand tall against earthquakes for 7 centuries. From handmade knives to intricate copperware, the craftsmanship in these vaulted halls has been passed down through generations of artisans. Deep underground, we find a hidden paradise of crystal formations that have been growing in the dark for millions of years. It's a subterranean labyrinth of beauty, where nature's slow patience has carved out a world that few eyes ever get to see. This is a vital wetland on the Caspian coast, where the water is covered in a carpet of pink blossoms during the summer months. The lagoon is a paradise for birdwatchers and nature lovers, serving as a crucial stop for millions of migratory birds every year. In the silence of the dunes, the Milky Way appears so bright you feel like you could reach out and touch the ancient cosmos. The desert isn't empty. It's full of peace, history, and a stark beauty that forces you to appreciate the simplest things in life. This Ilkhanid masterpiece shows the transition from heavy stone to light, airy brickwork, defining a new era of Persian artistic expression. Even without colorful tiles, the play of light and shadow on these surfaces creates a complex beauty that is both humble and divine. These ancient sculptures stand as silent guardians over a landscape that feels like the very edge of the world. The rolling green ridges here look like waves of grass, a place of pilgrimage and deep spiritual mystery for those who travel this far. Hafez is the soul of Iran. Every Iranian family has a book of his poems, and coming here is like visiting a dear friend. His verses about love, wine, and the beauty of the divine continue to shape the Persian heart, centuries after they were written. This is the Garden of Paradise, where the architecture and the cypress trees are reflected in the water to create a sense of infinite beauty. The fragrance here is intoxicating, a perfect blend of botanical science and poetic inspiration that defines the Persian garden. We have seen the red villages and the crystal caves, but the true treasure of Iran is the stories written in its stones and its songs. As the sun sets over the Zayanderud River, we find ourselves at one of the most romantic spots in all of Persia. The architecture here isn't just for crossing. These alcoves were designed for people to sit, sing, and share stories in the cool night air. This is one of the most sacred sites in Iran, a masterpiece of mirrorwork and gold that reflects the deep spiritual heart of the nation. The geometric complexity here is meant to represent the infinite nature of the divine, a dizzying display of artistic devotion. Thousands of blue tiles and bright lights create an ethereal atmosphere here, making the entire complex look like it's floating between earth and heaven. This medieval mud brick citadel is a sister to the Bam Citadel, a desert fortress that has guarded these trade routes for over 1,000 years. Walking through these corridors feels like stepping into a labyrinth of shadows, where every corner holds a secret of the Silk Road. The morning light transforms these wind-sculpted towers into a city of giants, a silent paradise carved by the desert wind itself. In the Lut Desert, the heat and the wind have created a landscape so pure and untouched that it feels like the beginning of time. This is a true miracle, a lush green oasis of tiered waterfalls surrounded by nothing but barren wasteland. The Persian Qanat system brings water from miles away to create this paradise, showing the triumph of human ingenuity over nature. These wax figures show us what life was like centuries ago in this social hub, where merchants from India and Europe once gathered. The art here depicts everyday life, from hunting scenes to the simple joy of sharing a meal with friends in a beautiful setting. From a distance, these homes look like termite mounds, but they are actually cozy, multi-story houses carved into the heart of volcanic rock. Life here is slow and sweet, shaped by the rugged mountains and the ancient traditions that the villagers have kept alive for 7 centuries. This snake-like waterfall is one of the most beautiful in the Middle East, hidden deep within the Zagros Mountains. The surrounding forest and the sheer power of the falls make this a favorite retreat for those seeking the cooling breath of nature's paradise. This house was built as a gift of love. A merchant built this masterpiece to win the hand of his bride, and every stone reflects that devotion. The intricate carvings and the clever cooling system show that even the most functional parts of a home were treated as high art in 19th century Persia. The multi-level design of this mosque was a brilliant way to keep the building cool in the summer heat, blending a school and a place of worship. There is a quiet dignity in the symmetry of this space, a reminder that true beauty doesn't always need bright colors to be felt. When the sun hits these windows, the room is filled with a soft, multicolored light that turns a simple hall into a jewel box. The master craftsman who built this spent years perfecting the floral motifs, ensuring that the merchant's family lived in a world of constant elegance. These carvings celebrate the investiture of Sassanid kings, a powerful reminder of a time when Persia was one of the 2 great superpowers of the world. Even tucked away in this quiet corner, the detail in the king's horse and armor shows the immense pride and skill of ancient Persian artists. This Freedom Tower is the modern face of Iran, blending Sassanid and Islamic architectural styles into a monument that looks toward the future. It stands at the crossroads of a bustling metropolis, a symbol of a nation that honors its thousands of years of history while moving into the 21st century. From the top of one of the world's tallest towers, you can see the pulse of a city that never sleeps, nestled at the foot of the snow-capped Alborz. We have traveled from ancient ruins to modern skylines, finding a paradise in every corner of this land. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the paradises of Iran. May you one day walk these paths and feel the magic for yourself.